We have welcome to Fentanyl Island, a drug-infested homeless encampment right in the middle of Oakland. The place looks like something out of a Mad Max movie. It is littered with scrap metal, used needles, and dozens of burnt-out cars. And it's not uncommon to see active fires and dead bodies. Sadly, Oakland has become ground zero for America's homeless crisis. It has the highest rate of homelessness in the entire country, with over 10,000 people on the streets. Jesse talked to a local activist about the lawlessness.
Dead bodies have been found multiple times in burnt-out vehicles, sometimes bodies that have been sitting there for days, unreported. So what we're seeing here are places that have become bastions of human trafficking and rampant drug sales, and they've been allowed to exist by the city while Mayor gaslights us that things are not as bad as we believe them to be.
Jesse, what was it, did he give you a sense, did you ask about, like, number one, not only why, but what can we do to end this? I mean, this encampment here, I mean, we shouldn't be supporting this. It sounds like it almost like supported a bit.
Well, the mayor of Oakland has watched this decay, and they have spent $120 million a year over the last 5 years, and the population of homeless has doubled in Oakland. So they're actually spending money to increase homelessness, and they give the money to these nonprofits, and then the money disappears. So you give them money to Operation Dignity. They were supposed to build cabins, got a $60 million contract. No one went to the cabins. The cabins are all dead. And they did an audit, and no one can find out where the paperwork is. It's probably in that fire. So there's toxic fumes emanating from Fentanyl Island. There's dead bodies, and cartels now control all the drug sales in and out of the island. Gavin Newsom, it's right under his nose. He doesn't say anything about it. The mayor of Oakland's probably talking about reparations. This is what happens when you just take this hands-off, anything-goes approach and give drug addicts needles and legalize everything.
So that was, they actually gave the people drugs and encouraged them to live in this area.
They have decriminalized almost every narcotic, and they have free needles all over the city.
Dana?
Well, having walked around the city for the past couple of days, and it's not just today, but it's everywhere. At least here, it's on all the doorways of all the stores and on the side of the street. And I just think, I cannot believe that we are not dealing with this. And it's not just happening in New York. It's D.C., it's Denver, it's Seattle, St. Louis, small towns in Colorado that are having this problem. Not as big as fentanyl, but certainly homelessness. At first, when I read this headline this morning that we were going to do this topic, I was like, oh, it's maybe not a terrible idea to put all the fentanyl use on one island, right? And let that just be an island and let them hash that out. But this is, I can't believe it's $120 million a year. And that you look at this kind of destruction for your tax dollars. Meanwhile, K-12 education is terrible. I think we have some serious problems in the country, like letting people just lay out in the street in their own filth while commuters and workers are going by all day long. That is absolutely unacceptable. And people are either going to move or they have to do something quickly. I don't know what they could do.
Exclamation?
Well, you know, I have the present situation, I think, is pretty clear, isn't sustainable. And I think there's a dark cynicism that's running among the leaders in a lot of cities that the problem will solve itself. They'll just die. When you, there isn't as much of a worry about violence with these drugs, because if you walk down the street, these people cannot move. Yep. It's not like the crack epidemic where you had a lot of high-energy felons.
A lot of robberies.
A lot of robberies. In this case, these guys can't even move, and they're mostly guys. It's amazing. When you walk up 6th Avenue, I've talked to you about this, you see two things that strike you. The amount of women at lunch going to their Pilates class in Lululemon, walking right past these half-dead zombies without a care in the world. And if you're walking up 6th Avenue, if you're a tourist, you notice this. It's incredible because they're roughly in the same age. One went this way, one went that way. One's healthy. One is basically on a slow boat to suicide. That's what this really is. As a concept, I am okay with an island.
Pro-fentanyl island.
I'm pro-fentanyl island. Separate, sovereign, on government land,
sovereign
barracks, and let them fulfill the fentanyl fantasy with clean drugs. Because from a compassionate standpoint, dying on the street is a 0. But in this case, you get to a 5, right? Because you separate this area away from the law-abiding citizens. That means half of the equation is solved. the people that have to deal with what's going on in their driveways or their walkways, that is gone. The fear, trying to explain this to a kid. I mean, you right now have a harmful culture that openly rejects your culture, your norms, and your rules currently living in your town. If this was some crazy outer space alien, you would separate them and then monitor them and see if you could help them. We're not doing that because I do believe that they just assume these people are all going to die. Maybe they will, but I don't think that's the solution. Separating them, watching them, getting them treatment.
Greg, what's the solution? Give us one.
I would say legalization. Legalization and decriminalization are not the same thing. Decriminalization does nothing about the demand or even the supply of the drugs. All it does is mean you can do the same bad drug anywhere you want. Legalization means you actually attack the drug and you make it so that it is safe, like any drug you get at a pharmacy is safe. And not only that, you get it away from the criminals and you don't have people dying on the street. People actually live lives on drugs. I know it's hard to believe, but they do.
Katie?
Well, until you break up the homeless industrial complex, this problem is not going to get solved. There's so much corruption in these cities, and Jesse has covered it well on his show, where people who are homeless get paid to live on the street. And then you have all these nonprofits that are supposed to be solving this problem by building shelters, having rules. They don't. And you still end up with this problem all over the city, not just in the shelters or in very specific areas. I agree there should be a certain area where if you want to do drugs and you want to be on fentanyl, that's fine. But you don't get to leave. Once you sign up, like, that's where you live, and until you can prove that you're clean and you're not going to go up 6th Avenue and lay in the street, that's where you get to be. Like, the rest of it goes away because people are dealing with this everywhere. And if we're going to have a solution to it, sure, you guys can live over there. And until you decide that this is no longer something they're going to voice on the rest of the country in every single town across America, then there's a place for you to go.
Would have did that with the racists, too.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.